Ever wonder who really decides if you can get a mortgage or how much you'll pay? Believe it or not, two companies you've probably never heard of, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, quietly shaped the entire US housing market. Let's break down Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and why Trump's plan to privatize them could shake up the entire US housing market. What are Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? Fannie Mae, the Federal National Mortgage Association, and Freddie Mac, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, are government-sponsored enterprises, also called GSEs. They don't lend you money directly. Instead, when you get a mortgage from your bank, Fannie or Freddie often buys that loan from your lender. They then bundle thousands of these loans into mortgage-backed securities. Big packages sold to investors like pension funds and insurance companies. This system gives banks their money back quickly, so they can keep lending to more home buyers. It's how the mortgage market stays liquid and stable, and it helps keep rates lower for everyone. How big are they? Together, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac guarantee about 70% of all new US mortgages, supporting roughly $16 trillion in home loans. Without them, getting a mortgage would be much harder and way more expensive for most Americans. How do they work? Fannie Mae mostly buys loans from big commercial banks. Freddie Mac tends to buy from smaller banks and credit unions. Both set strict rules for the loans they'll buy, like minimum credit scores, down payments, and loan size limits. These are called conforming loans. If your mortgage meets their standards, your lender can sell it to Fannie or Freddie, freeing up cash to make more loans. Why are they so important? By buying and guaranteeing these loans, Fannie and Freddie make sure there's always money available for people to buy homes, even in tough times. They help keep 30-year, fixed-rate mortgages affordable and widely available in the US, something that's rare in most other countries. What happened in 2008? Before the financial crisis, Fannie and Freddie were private companies chasing profits. When the housing bubble burst, they lost tens of billions on risky loans and were on the brink of collapse. The government stepped in with a $190 billion bailout and took control, a move called conservatorship. Since then, they've paid back taxpayers and generated over $300 billion in profits, but they're still under government supervision nearly 17 years later. What's Trump's plan? Trump wants to take Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac out of government control and make them private again. Here's how it would work. 1. End conservatorship and let them run as private companies. 2 ways build up their cash reserves with private investment, called recap and release. 3. Launch a massive IPO, selling government shares to the public, potentially the biggest IPO ever. Why does this matter to you? Experts say privatizing these companies could push mortgage rates even higher. Right now, 30-year fixed rates are already near 7%. If government backing disappears, investors will see these loans as riskier and demand